So I lost everything, starting over from zero. What would I do to make it all back again? Well, guess what, f***ers? That's happened to me twice. I lost $1 million from the Ponzi scheme. I lost $1.5 million in Tai Lopez's stupid bankrupt thing. I've lost about $1 million in the current downturn.
I'm kind of retarded.
Every time I've started over from zero, I followed the exact same plan to make millions of dollars again. So even if you're starting from scratch or you lost it all tomorrow, here's how you can get back to making $1 million starting from scratch. Let's go to Walmart, bitches. I woke up with a sinus infection. I sound like RFK. We're going to Walmart. We're gonna go look at the companies that have Red 40. Eliminate vaccines from Walmart. I saw that they were jabbing people the other day. If you can keep your wits about you while everybody else is freaking out, you can be the person who's planting seeds for the next opportunity. But in order to do that, we gotta quiet this voice in our head that's always afraid of failure. And that's why you need to start with an oh shit plan. And my oh shit plan is selling donuts at Walmart. I was always afraid that I would have to move back to Ohio, move in with my mom, and get my job back that I had in high school where I was selling donuts. But you know what I realized? If that ever happened, I would become the greatest donut salesman on God's green earth. If they've got diabetes, I got a diabetes donut for you. You're on keto, I got a keto donut for you. Those are probably the same donut. You run a church group, I'm selling donuts to your entire group. What this does is it basically takes that ruminating voice that's in my head saying you're gonna fail, it's all gonna go to zero, you're gonna have to move back to Ohio, you're gonna be selling donuts for the rest of your life. And it makes me secretly want that to happen. It makes me get fired up about the fact that even if everything goes to hell, I'm gonna wake up every morning and sell donuts until I get the attention of upper management. I am gonna document my journey on TikTok and Instagram, becoming the world's greatest donut salesman. People are gonna come from all over the city to see the guy who gets so excited to sell donuts that Walmart shares are going up because of the contributions I'm making to the donut aisle at Walmart. That's why my oh shit plan actually makes me excited to take risks. And now I'm no longer afraid of what's gonna happen during a recession or if everything goes to zero. Take that energy into your next opportunity, and it's only a matter of time before big opportunities find their way to you.
The whole point when you're starting over from scratch is that we need to get some new opportunities. And your opening move is that you're gonna take a piece of paper or a nice card and a pen, and you're gonna write a letter, an old-fashioned letter, to 10 people that inspire you. Not people that you follow on the internet. I mean people that you go to church with, people that you work with, the rich neighbor that you have. You're gonna write a letter and you're gonna say, hey, Joe, thank you for how you inspired me. You've inspired me to do blank, and as a result, I've decided to do this. Inevitably, you will find that some people that you write letters to will invite you for coffee or call you or shoot you a text. And when they reach out, your next step is to do what they tell you to do. Ask them what books to read, ask them who you should meet, ask them what opportunities you should pursue. Inevitably, you will have new things coming into your life. This is how we plant the seeds for new opportunities. Then we can leverage those opportunities to pursue new ones. And for some of you, that means to start a business.
So let me just save you some time. If you're gonna start a business, do it in one of these 4 categories: health, wealth, love, and expensive hobbies. That's it. Just focus on the businesses that are gonna be around for a long time. You don't need to be super cute about it. You don't need to sell whatever the next craze is. Do not sell keto popsicles. Flavored keto popsicles that you put in your mouth and then explode once you get to the middle.
What?
Do not sell that. That is a terrible idea. Do not sell Barbie smoothie cubes. This is not gonna do well. Does anyone actually need Barbie smoothie cubes? No, no one is gonna buy that. Is anybody really looking for fruit pearls? Is anyone gonna buy this? No, nobody needs these things. So stick to the markets that are gonna be around for a long time. And that is health, wealth, love, and expensive hobbies.
I'll show you a few examples. So for example, this brand right here, I started this supplement company with $600. We launched the first product, got it to 25 sales a day. Then we launched 3 more products, got them to 25 sales a day. That was 100 sales a day, $1 million business, kept growing it. And 4 years later, we sold this business for $16 million. Changed my life. Most entrepreneurs are starting a business when they're starting with nothing. I mean, these guys, Magic Spoon, they had a failed business called Exo Protein. You can look that up. And then they picked up the pieces and they started Magic Spoon, now a 9-figure business. These guys right here, Ben and Camille, they barely had 2 nickels to rub together. They started this company called Pet Honesty. They sold it for 9 figures. This brand is everywhere. I mean, Mark Sisson was a blogger and he was in fitness videos. Remember P90X? Tom Bilyeu was making protein bars from his own kitchen. Had a 10-figure, had $1 billion exit. Most entrepreneurs are starting when they got nothing, which means that if you're starting from scratch, you're right on pace. You're in the same position that most entrepreneurs were when they started their big thing. Everybody likes to look right to the big thing, but everybody starts at 0. So first step, come up with your oh shit plan. Number 2, we start building your success network. 3, we're gonna pursue new opportunities, maybe even start a business. And number 4, we're gonna invest for the long term. This is the boring stuff that everybody overlooks, but this is probably the most important part of ensuring, almost guaranteeing that you're gonna become a millionaire. All right, newcomer, let me give you some old sage advice from the old guy in the room. There's a piece of advice that I got when I was first starting out, and I ignored this advice. It cost me a lot of money. The next step when you are starting over from scratch is to start investing now. When you're first starting out, you wanna make money so fast, and you will. But you'll make money faster if you satisfy the long-term plan first. Here's how the math works. If you invest just $500 a month, $500 a month into long-term index funds that you never touch, eventually, and I mean over a few decades, you become a millionaire. Now, no one wants to wait 30 years. No one wants to wait a long time. But something magical happens to your brain when you start planning for that. If you've already got the slow way to make $1 million, now you're free to pursue the fast way. Most people think they gotta have the fast way first, and then they'll do the careful, slow stuff. I'm here to tell you that if you just put away $500 a month and you say, I got my $1 million plan, even though it's gonna take me a long ass time, you will now feel freer to go pursue the short-term riskier things, which is exactly what you should do when you're starting out. Felix Dennis used to say that the person most likely to get super rich is the young kid who's got nothing left to lose. If you're starting from that place, you've got the best shot at being rich. Just do yourself a favor and take care of the long, slow way first. Now you can go take your risks. You can go take your swing and misses. You can start that business. And if it fails, who cares? You already got your $1 million plan. So today, put away a few $100 a month into long-term investments that you're never gonna touch. And then you can go pursue the big win, the $1 million business, your 12 months to 1 million plan, and you won't feel the same tenseness that everybody else feels, which is why they often fail.
There's one more step that I would encourage people to do, and that's to document your progress. We so often forget how much progress we are making, which is why we feel like failures, even if we're achieving success. So I would invite you to start sharing your progress, either with people in your success network or on social media, or heck, in a journal. Because when we feel like a failure, we do more failure things. But when you feel like you're making progress, you're more likely to invest in a business, to invest in your long-term future, to make the connection, to write the letter. That's all progress. So here's my invitation in this video. If you are willing to document your growth and you want to share your social media handle, do it in the comments of this video. And that way the people watching this video can follow each other, hold each other accountable, and check in on one another to see what kind of progress we're making. I work with new entrepreneurs every day who have nothing but an idea. and I watch them become millionaires. Sometimes in a year, sometimes two. Some of them become deca-millionaires. I have a few centimillionaires that we've worked with. That's people who have made $100 million or more. It can happen real fast. So if you've lost it all, if you're starting from scratch, I just want you to know it's all out there. Like, all the success that you want is out there. May not come fast, may not come easy, definitely won't come easy, but it's all makeable. It's all out there, it's all possible. And the process that I would recommend somebody who is starting over, because it's what I have followed multiple times, is what I've laid out in this video. You develop an oh shit plan, you start shoring up your success network, you start something new and pursue new opportunities, and you invest for the long term. And document your journey so that you can see the progress that you're actually making. My name is Ryan Daniel Moran. I work with entrepreneurs and help them make their first million. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and follow along for the journey. I would be honored to be a small part of your journey. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Something that I thought about in when I was in Arizona, everyone got to make an ask to the group. And my ask was, the way I put it was, see my spark. When you see me light up, reflect it back to me and tell me that you saw that there was an energy increase. Because right now, I don't really know where to put my energy, and I could use the feedback from other people. Like, where do you see me come alive? When do you see us, when we talk and you see that the light comes on, reflect that back to me. And throughout the rest of the trip, it was just reflected back to me over and over how alive Ryan was becoming. And so I went back and journaled about, what that was and when the instances were when it happened. And I thought, what if my entire focus was just doing those things and I didn't have to monetize it? Mm-hmm. I didn't have to think about business. I just thought about keeping that fuel going. Mm-hmm. What things would I say yes to? And it was more podcasts, actually more consulting, more going into businesses and just helping them. And I have no idea how I would monetize it all. Doesn't matter. I'm only doing it to feed my own energy and desires. And if I do that, then it's going to spill over into other areas of life and make those things better. Yeah. So that was a really interesting insight for me. I'm gonna give you a quick prediction of a market that I think we're gonna see over the next couple of years. Feel free to take this idea and run with it and build $1 million business out of it. If we can take a crossover of two of these big spaces, like health and love, and we find an opportunity there, we might have a really good idea. So one of the things that I predict is that in a couple of years, you're gonna see natural colognes and perfumes. We care about what we put on our skin for soap. We care about the natural cleaning products that are in our home, but there's not a brand yet that has done natural cologne. I predict that in the next couple of years, that's gonna be a thing. Feel free to take that and run with it. This is the worst idea that ever worked. They just took a wide open space and said, this is for dudes. It's the dumbest brand ever, and they're billions of dollars worth of enterprise value. Eliminate vaccines from Walmart. I saw that they were jabbing people the other day. We're gonna go down with the corporations. What else does RFK say? Dehydrated deer feces that cure all kinds of cancers. Put those on the shelf.